Yo, what's going on, everybody, man? It's your boy King DV, and I'm with my co-host, Liddy. What's going on, bro?
Man, it's love, man.
Hey, y'all know the name of the one game. Last minute of the show. Hey, it don't take too much, man. I said, get this while it's hot.
Until next time, man, y'all know what it is.
Yes, sir, man. We back with another video, man. Another Inside the Nest episode. I'm one of the co-hosts on the show, King DV, with my other co-host. What's going on, bro?
Chilling, man. Enjoying my week, man. You know what I'm saying? Watching all the antics of the unsure fans of the Eagles, you know. With the good C on my chest, you know what I mean? I'm rocking my C today, you know what I mean? Captain of the ship, man. Let's
go. There was a lot to talk about this week, man. There's a lot to get into.
But do you know I'm wearing the C though?
Why are you wearing the C?
Saquon comments today, man. He said the only difference between being in New York and being in Philly, he don't got a C on his chest, but he don't need a C on his chest to be the leader of this team.
Right, and that's why I feel like that this ain't gonna be that 2023 that everybody's frantic about. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think it ever was gonna be that. You know what I mean? Because of what AJ said to yesterday, looking past the comments about Jalen and all that, we done with that. But he made a comment. He said they were asking him about Nick Sirianni, him saying like, you know, you have to find solace even in games where you don't perform to your best. He said that's for new players. It got to be for the new guys, the rookies, the guys that weren't here for last year. He said we went through this. We went through the turmoil of 2023. We went through the heartbreak of 2022. We here to set it right, and we can set it right. And he said what we all want to say. Winning the Super Bowl kills everything, every narrative, everything they've put out in the open for 3 years. It kills all that. And that's what I ultimately hope that's the goal. It seems like that's the goal. And if that's the goal, man, we're going to accomplish that goal, I think. In honest opinion, I think we will get to that point. But I've been listening to the words of the players deep, you know, watching my tape, watching my film, you know what I'm saying? Because I know the question is going to be asked, you know, how do you feel about what Jalen's performance was on Sunday? Or how do you feel it was the week before? Because he's had, 226 yards in 2 weeks. And then Jordan Mailata said everything for me. Landon Dickerson said everything for me. The looks we are scouting, the looks we are in meetings going over every week from their defenses that they run the most, they're not running those first, second quarter. They're going back to those things. And it puts a little perspective, and you probably gonna say the same thing, but they go back to the game plan in the third and fourth quarter because they've been figured out. And it's kind of parody because if you look at the numbers, our offense second, third, fourth quarter is astounding. So it shows teams are coming out and respecting what Jalen Hurts does. They're respecting what Saquon, AJ, Devon, what they all bring to the team. But guess what? You only can hold up with a shaky foundation for so long. And that's what these teams are going through. They have the foundation. They feel like they can stop us, and all of a sudden, they get hit. Shakira! They get hit with a left, and they get hit with a right. And then all of a sudden, you looking at it, dang, Saquon just went for 60. Oh, man, A.J. Brown just just had 40 on the it adds up, it accumulates. Now you're scrambling, and the adjustments we would ask from like our coaches to change it up, switch it up, they're switching back to what they know because now they're comfortable. Now they need to get comfortable. Now they need to get their players in sets that they're comfortable running. What happens then? We understand what you were going to run. We've game plan for that. Now that it's coming out, you're playing that cover 3 we thought you was going to play, not the cover 8 you played for the first 2 quarters. We're taking advantage. We're taking an easy stride. And I think when we get into talking about Jalen Hurts here soon, I got some opinions on how that game went. I got some opinions on how they played the game. Was their passes missed? 100%.
Of course.
But was there blocking assignments missed? Yeah. Was their routes ran lazy? Yeah. Ultimately, Sunday to me was exactly what everybody thought it was. It's sitting between 2 hard teams. It's a trap game. It's a trap game. We escaped the trap.
I look at it a little differently. Honestly. Like I said, with the whole trap game thing, I don't look at it as a trap game. It wasn't a trap game. Like the Panthers came in hot. You know, they tail off the last couple weeks, and they played Panthers football. You know, Bryce Young looked like how he was supposed to be the number 1 pick. That's basically what he looked like the last couple weeks. And then he also looked like that with us because you know we got injuries to our defense. Certain plays that he made, I'm like, yo, that's a NFL type pro play. But this game could have been out of reach early. It could have been. We made it difficult on ourselves. And it's not just Jalen. So I'm not just throwing it on Jalen, but you know the offensive line sometimes to break it from game tape I watched. They didn't hold up, and Jalen had to take the sack because your man downfield, holding call, something like that, you know, and we still lost yards because Jalen held on to the route too long. But it was that the offense was not clicking, and I feel like that. Yes, I understand teams do different things in the first and second quarter and everything, and that's when we started, you know, chisel at the ice a little bit, and then you know once we get to the center, now we can do our thing. I get it, but at the same time, man, look, you gotta start to, you know, we got guys on this team that can get they've been banged up all year. Saquon Barkley often got banged up, but he still finished the game. You want them to start off quickly. You want them to, okay, we know that what you're trying to run, it might not work on the first play. It might not work on the second play, but we're ready. You know, oh, we thought you would do this. We got to counter that. Kellen Moore is too seasoned of an offensive coordinator not to know these things. Jalen Hurts is in his 5th year not to know these things when he's making changes at the line. And these linemen is too advanced and basically the best, I would say the best offensive line in the league to allow anybody that can harm their quarterback to get through like that. And this is basically everything that happened. I feel like that it was a lack of preparation that week. I feel like that Jalen Hurts was just told to, you know, not turn the ball over, not make mistakes for the last couple weeks. Jalen Hurts, ever since that week when he was about to practice and Nick Sirianni walked up to him and was like, well, I don't even know what he said, but he basically ended up not practicing. And since Jalen Hurts kept saying, I'm gonna do what I'm told. Ever since then, it's been
Man,
that.
He brought up and told Jalen they were starting something new, but no, you have to go 3 weeks. So you have to obviously that day, right? But go 3 weeks later, Jalen obviously has gotten the understanding for why they held him out, and then he explains what he now knows. He explains that, you know, down the stretch, the last 3 years, He's missed 2 games. He's been injured, and Sirianni and the medical staff tried to cut his load. If you notice now, the first practice mostly of the week, Jalen Hurts is either limited or not participating. So he explained it like a little bit later, but I think the first day he didn't understand. Like, why are you sitting me, dude? We never did this. Like, man, look, you've been banged up. You missed games. We went into the playoffs with you coming back the game before the playoffs to get hot. Like, we don't want you to get hurt. We want to keep the stride. And if we can keep the stride by cutting down some of your practice time, let's do it. And I think Sirianni growing, bro. I really do. I like to see it in front of my eyes, bro.
That's cool, but that's basically like out of the game, like off the field, On the field, it seems like that they don't even give a damn about Jalen Hurts' health. At times when we were calling these QB draw plays and things like that, he's basically getting tackled. Like, he's not breaking out like he did against the Giants in 2022. He's not breaking out like that. And often, I should say. They're not really. I feel like with the play calling, they're not really protecting Jalen. But then they say, okay, well, you got banged up in the game. Now he got a left finger injury. I don't feel like that they really protected him. I feel like that they're gonna put, hold him out on a practice and everything like that. But I'm like, yo, if anybody need practice, it's QB1. QB1 needs practice because he needs to start gelling with these guys. Now, to his defense,
I don't believe that shit, bro. I don't care what nobody tell me, bro. I can't believe it, bro. Somebody I've been playing with that long DV, and we don't got chemistry. We not gelled together.
Listen to what I'm saying. You had wide receiver 1A, AJ Brown out. Mm-hmm. Then you had Devontae Smith out, wide receiver 1B. Right? So, yes, we've been training and everything like that. I'm just speaking on behalf of like Jalen Hurts. We've been training and everything like that. But this is a whole new scheme that we normally don't run. And then they asked Jalen Hurts to do certain things within that scheme. That the 2 wide receivers that went for 1K 3 years straight, or 3 years straight, or whatever.
22, 23.
Yeah, 2 years straight. They're not getting those looks. Period. It's enough for everybody to eat. Saquon Barkley can still break the record, and you can still have 2 wide receivers that's over 1,000 yards if they didn't get injured. That's what I'm saying. That I think is something that is being said about Jalen Hurts, because Jalen Hurts in the first 4 games, when he had those interceptions and everything like that, he was throwing the ball. All of a sudden, now he's hesitant. Something was said to him we're going to just minimize it to this many. We're going to be a run first team. And that's cool and everything like that.
But Kellen denied that shit, though.
Of course he's going to, man.
But
of course he's going to.
He said the offense been off, but he said if you look back 3 weeks ago, Jalen was putting the deep ball up the field, and he was. He just hit AJ on a big class against the Rams, bro. He's not scared to put it up the field, bro.
I'm not saying he's scared to do anything. That's not what I'm saying. I said all that to say this. They need to unleash Jalen Hurts. Let him basically be Jalen Hurts. Don't let him sit up there and, okay, I'm going to be hesitant to throw it to my number 1 receiver or number 2 receiver. I'm going to be hesitant because Greg Cockatera is open, or I'm going to just check it down to Britton Covey. We don't want to see that. We want our playmakers. Like, this is why, like, when we do score predictions, we sit up there and say things like 38-17 or something like that, because we got all these players. And they're gonna want the ball, and it's up to Jalen Hurts, regardless of how people think about Kellen Moore or Nick Sirianni. It's up. When
people say that, it really bothers me, bro. That's the one. knock on Jalen Hurts that really drives me fucking insane.
No, I think Jalen Hurts can read defenses. I think that he don't trust well.
Bro, when he see muddy waters, he's going to take the easy play. That's Jalen Hurts. He's not. He's never been like just a risk taker. He will throw it up. He will give him an opportunity, but I don't think he can't read defenses when it comes down to it. Like when I look at what he does, when I process the all 22 and I'm sitting back and I'm really looking at what he's doing, bro, he's reading defenses to a high level. And it ain't just one read. I've seen him 2, 3, 4 and hit the fifth guy. Like I seen it. Matter of fact, Grant Calcaterra touchdown against the Panthers. He goes read 1, 2, 3. And then he goes back to Grant as Grant come across the middle. He hits Grant. You know what I mean? I think to me what's happening is teams are muddying the waters and just showing him a little different look. And it's something he hasn't been used to calling. So now he's looking at a situation where you're responsible for everything that's going on. Yes, people are relaying what they see, but you Jalen Hurts, you're in control. Like it was a play in that game, right? He got a little upset at Devontae. And this is why I say that this is the only time I really felt like it was off. And I watched all 22 of it. Devontae should have ran a slant. Devontae runs a quick comeback. If he runs the slant, Jalen Hurts hits him in stride. There's nobody there. He probably goes for 35, 40 yards. Easy. He runs a comeback. Jalen had to tuck it and keep going by himself because the pass wasn't there. But it's like he's seeing what was coming. That's what tells me I know you're reading the defense. They weren't if you watched that before, like I had to watch the regular play. They don't show blitz coming up to that line for him to call blitz. It's something he's seen in how they were lined up and aligned across the field that they were bringing a blitz. He calls it. He says, hey, he looks at Devontae, whatever read he get Devontae. He looks back at the play. He switches Saquon to the other side, and then he runs the RPO play. Looks up, Devontae not there. He takes off. But it's small things like that that tell me I know he can read the defense.
Here's the thing, right? And I hear what you're saying. I do, but it should be other options that he likes.
What do you mean? Devontae's a hot read in that setup, though.
Yeah, he's a hot read, but if he's running the wrong route, it should be something like, okay, I'm gonna check it down to Saquon. Let us see another down.
It wasn't a check down in it. The Saquon, remember Saquon's the RPO guy. They call a blitz. If he gives it to Saquon run right into the blitz, lost to probably 5. It was a 2 read play. When he checked out the play, it was a 2 read play. It was RPO to Saquon. Or past the.
Oh, you talk about just that one play.
That play.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, AJ was open first in that play to Greg Calcaterra touchdown. He was open first, and he basically was hesitant, and then Grant got open. He threw that touchdown.
I mean, he's open, but there is somebody in the passing lane with their hand up, and they had batted down a few balls. I understand why he didn't throw it. How many batted balls did he have that game? Like 3 or 4?
He did, but come on now, like we pay AJ and Devontae to make certain plays. Now, you know,
did we get the touchdown?
No, I'm not saying we didn't get the touchdown. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying certain things has to happen for this not be a contest on offense, on the offensive side of the ball.
What?
And I felt like I felt like
I'm not talking to you, bro. I'm talking to King Eagle, bro, because I don't know what game he watching, bro. I don't know, bro. All the numbers say we one of the highest motion teams in the league.
He didn't take out motion. I understand the frustration, but I don't think he took out motion because we've been motioning. That's not the case. The case is Offensive line has been playing weak. I think that's why on Wednesday we basically set majority of the offensive line because they needed a rest. Certain things happen. I think Lane Johnson had a personal day, but
thank you,
offensive
Malik.
line.
Appreciate you. Somebody on my side a little bit.
Oh no. Greg Carcantera is balling. Don't get me wrong, but I'm just saying that the first read.
I gotta trust that. I gotta trust that what he's seen from his point of view wasn't good, and he still made the touchdown.
I mean, we had no choice to do that.
I mean, on the Devontae Smith one, he could have hit AJ and sent him a hospital ball. I mean, I'm okay with him hitting Smitty on that play. I don't know, man.
I'm just saying that Hurts. I seen him 2022, 2023. I seen him make certain throws that he's basically being hesitant now, and I feel like that he is either he's in his own way mentally, or somebody like a Kellen Moore or Doug Nussmeier or Nick Sirianni, somebody told him this is what we're doing, because it's no way that Jalen Hurts go from slinging the ball and being able to run the ball and be dangerous.
So when did they tell him this though? So at what point this season did they come in and say, "Hey, we got to slow it down"?
What I feel like,
because you can't tell me bye week. You can't tell me bye week because I could go pull an hour worth of tape with him putting it up the field after the bye week.
I'm not saying putting it up the field. I'm talking about like hiking the ball, looking through your progressions, hit the right guy. I'm not talking about deep ball. I'm not talking about none of that. It's been a lot of hesitation. And Jalen Hurts is my guy. You know that I'm not sitting up here saying that he can't do it. I know he can do it. But something is a mental block. Something's going on.
I mean, bro, it's obviously still a new playbook also. I mean, that could muddy the waters for you too.
Bro, like honestly, he's in his fourth year starting. He Kellen Moore, that scheme has been ran all year. I can understand week 5, 6, 7, but we hitting to week 15, bro.
What that mean?
Like we can't. I'm just saying we can't really sit up there and talk about it's a new scheme and everything like that. No,
you can. But do you know what do you know what the statistics of a quarterback being successful in the first year is in a scheme?
Bro.
Over 70% of them don't even make the playoffs in the first year of a new scheme. That's true stats. You can look it up. Quarterbacks in their first year, 70+% don't make the playoffs, let alone be in second place pushing for first.
All I'm saying is Jalen Hurts got to get back to being Jalen Hurts and not be on that leash or whatever his mental block. That's basically what it is. He needs to get back to that.
So
I know he can do it.
One game he has a mental block though.
I'm not.
I don't think he's been playing scared all season. I think he's had I'll say 2 games, 2 back-to-back games he's been playing a little bit.
Jalen Hurts, I know. Jalen Hurts, I know. Average 3 to 4 touchdowns a game. Jalen Hurts, I know, give you over 200 yards, probably 250, 230, 250 yards. Jalen Hurts, I know, put the ball on the ground and everything like that. I know he's a dual threat quarterback. I'm not saying he's supposed to get 400 passing yards and these other guys, the wide receivers, supposed to have 160 yards apiece like Joe Burrow just did, or I forgot who else. Sam Darnold, just like they did. They had 130 apiece. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is I know that Jalen Hurts can make these throws. And I feel like that Jalen Hurts is something going on, because for the quarterback to have 100 and something yards and it's been going down, and then he just had 100 and something yards again, but he had 3 touchdowns total. It's the whole thing is I understand that we winning, and this is what I don't agree with when people say, "Oh, but we were winning." I get it, but at the same time, we were winning last year, and look what happened.
Not at the point not at the point when we started pointing out issues, though. We wasn't winning. We was losing at that point.
I just want
he just had a great game against Washington. Had a great game against the Rams. He had a great game against Dallas. Like passing the ball, I ain't even looking at rushing yards. I'm looking at just straight passing. He had a good game, decent game against the Jags. If a lot of dumb shit don't happen, that game look way better. The Cincinnati game, 16 for 20 for 236.
That's an accurate game.
But this man has less completions in the fourth quarter. He has more touchdowns than incompletions in the fourth quarter.
Again.
But y'all say he playing. This man has a 90, almost 90 something percentage completion in the fourth quarter of games, bro. But it's like, I'm not even talking about the completion numbers and incompletion numbers because that could be skewed. You know, if I throw the ball 20 times and I only got 4 incompletions, my rate is going to be higher than somebody that threw 38 times and only had 24 completions. It's going to be skewed. I'm talking about what I see with my eye. What I see with my eye is certain throws he would had made before, but now it's like he's and then going with the second read or because the hot route, he don't trust it. That's what I'm seeing on tape. So we got a Jalen Hurts problem there.
We don't have a Jalen Hurts problem.
If he's not going to take the throws, we have a problem.
I don't think it's Jalen Hurts.
It got to be. Nobody else control your play on the field but you. Nobody.
As I was saying before, Jalen Hurts sat up there and kept saying, "I'm doing what I'm told. I'm doing what I'm told." If you go back to his press conferences, he kept saying it. This has been an issue, and this is why we got the AJ Brown, Jalen Hurts, BG comments and everything like that about the passing and everything, and they felt like they don't like each other and all that, but they was praying right before the Panthers game. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like this has been an issue for some time. And Jalen Hurts is just basically playing. He said it. His recent press conference. I'm just playing my role. I'm playing my role. Everybody control their box.
Everybody out on the quarterback, man.
I'm not out on the quarterback, bro. I got him in back of me, bro. Like you
said he's not making the throws, bro. That means he's an issue, like everybody else say he is.
Bro, how's that him being an issue when other quarterbacks is missing players too? I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is I know my quarterback and I know that he makes those throws. But he hasn't been making those throws as a recent. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying that he's a bad quarterback. I'm not saying that I'm out on him or anything like that. That's my guy. I got his jersey. What I'm saying is that certain throws that he's missing, I seen him make. I seen him make in the losing year, or what we call a losing year, 11-6 last year. I seen him make those type of throws in 2022. That's what I'm saying. I'm not out on him. I got him right in back of me. Like, I'm not out on him. The whole thing is, I feel like that, again, he's been being told something of, hey, if the first read is not there, hold on to the ball or take the sack or something like that. Like, he hasn't been doing that. He hasn't been doing that at all as of previous years. Now it's more like he's just sitting there allowing sacks to come, and then the offensive line is not in sync with him either because they allowing pass rushers to get to him. Whereas though I'm like, we got the best offensive line in the league. Why is he not protected better? He should have, I'm not gonna say all the time in the world, but he should have some time to, for routes to develop But also you got to blame the routes developing late to the point where now the reason not there and all that. Then he's got a tight window, because now the offensive line is not blocking how they supposed to block. I'm not out on him. It's just he can make those throws, and I know he can. I just think like that's my thoughts. My thoughts is I feel like that somebody's in his ear to minimize it. We've been running the ball well, stick to the run. Whereas though it should be a balance. It should be a balance because he can run and he can pass. All those throws that I hear people say, "Oh, Joe Burrow made this throw. Justin Herbert made this throw. Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, and all that." He can make those throws. I'm not saying he can't. Thing is, what I see on the all 22 is certain throws that he's pump faking and everything like that. He normally makes those type of throws, and he trusts his AJ Brown, Devontae Smith. He trusts certain guys. Now, I'm not saying he's going to trust Jahan Dotson. He'll trust Johnny Wilson because he's been sparring with him in the offseason. He'll trust other guys. I'm not saying that Jalen Hurts is a bad quarterback and I'm out on him and everything.
Why did
I'm
they
not
have
saying
to say anything about my quarterback, AJ Brown? My God, he played 2 bad games and the nigga turned into a pudding pop. I don't get it. I don't know what to ask Jalen Hurts to do, man. I don't know, bro. The man do everything he can to win games. He do all he can, and then people say, "Man, you're not playing good enough." We don't care that you're 11-2. We don't care that you went to the Super Bowl. You're not playing good enough. We asked you to stop turning the ball over. You changed that, and now you're not putting the ball in enough risk. I don't know how you live on both sides of the fence. I don't know how you play that type of football. Like, okay, don't turn the ball over. So I cut down on the turnovers. I haven't had a turnover like that. I had 2 turnovers in 9 or 10 weeks. And now you're not putting the ball in enough harm. Like, I don't get it. I don't get it. That's why I can't have the argument of Jalen Hurts, because he has to live 4 different lives as a quarterback. He has to be the superstar running back, the superstar quarterback, but then he also has to be perfect. And that's just not realistic for me. We already knew.
I don't think
we already knew it was an issue somewhere, but like, I guess he's not making the throws. So I can't argue that. You said you see it on the film, so I really can't argue that. He's not making the throws. We got an issue. We need to find somebody that's going to make the throws.
I don't think he needs to make he needs to be perfect. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is the throws that he normally will make, I don't see him making this stretch of wins. You know, he would trust AJ on a 4th and 3, and then now this game he's pump faking like he just, and I'm like, yo, throw the ball. The worst that can happen is okay, is either an interception or a batted ball, and he don't catch the ball. Jalen is the most critiqued quarterback in the league. I agree with that.
More about his fan base than anybody else.
To an extent,
I seen more trash from the Eagle fans than I seen from any other fan base. I had to go into other spaces, listen to other fans talk good about my quarterback, because my fan base has completely sided with whatever they wanted to side with years ago. And I'm cool with that. I mean, if they don't like Jalen Hurts, that's fine. I mean, but just say that. Just put it out there that you don't like the quarterback and you want somebody else. And I'll be fine with that. But I'm not going to be fine with people just basically saying he buns.
I could tell the truth on here, but I might get clipped about Jalen Hurts, because I feel like Jalen Hurts did enough to be the guy for the team. The fan base itself, I'm gonna just keep it PG.
What Jigga? Who we gonna get that's gonna win the championship?
Mm-mm.
Who we gonna get?
We can win.
Tell me.
I hate that. We can win a championship. Listen, we can win a championship with Jalen Hurts. That's not the debate.
I ain't asking you. I want Jigga to tell me who can we get that's gonna win a championship.
But I'm talking to him. Like Jalen Hurts can win a Super Bowl here. Jalen Hurts, we won with Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts has a winning record with us. Here's the thing, right? Y'all want Jalen Hurts to be this 4,000, 5,000 yard passer, be able to run the ball, throw it to himself, things like that. I get it. But that's not Jalen Hurts. That's why I respect one of the things that he said in that presser yesterday. He said, I'm going to do it the way Jalen Hurts does it. And that's how I've been doing it. I don't know what y'all expect, but I'm going to do it.
King, y'all can say whatever y'all want, but it don't work for me that 1 week he was just playing the best ball y'all had seen. We could go back and pull even the comments of people in here saying, man, Jalen balling right now. And then he had 2 bad games, and now he a quarterback that can't win games. People go through slumps. People have down moments. I ain't gonna sit here and just keep kicking the man because he's having a moment in the game where he's getting some things he hadn't seen before. He's second guessing what he's seeing. I can't be mad at ignorance, bro. But he has to learn from it, and I can't kill him until I see him do it twice, 3, 4 times. Where okay, I seen the run cover 8. You ran this play. You didn't take the shot. Now we come back and he get that same shot. He got the second play of the damn Panthers game, and he don't take the shot. Now I have an issue because I watched you miss the same play in the same way twice. Now you're not fixing the mistakes. But I can't sit here and say because I seen you miss it in 2 weeks, but I seen you make it the 2 weeks prior to that now you can't make the throw. I can't do that.
I want to ask everybody in the comments a question that was asked on what's that show called? Speak. It was asked on the radio and everything. As it stands right now with Jalen Hurts, and I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say no with all my heart because I know what he can do, and I know if they do take Saquon Barkley out of the equation, any defense that we face in the playoffs, that Jalen Hurts is able to, make defense guess and make them play him and open it up for everybody else because I've seen it. But do y'all think that Jalen Hurts will stop us from a long playoff push? Because if y'all do, then y'all just hate Jalen Hurts because I think Jalen Hurts is a winner. He's a winner, regardless if he's not or he's being hesitant right now throwing the ball or anything of what I said. He's still a winner because he still make plays with his legs. He still make defense guess on RPOs. The tush push doesn't work without him. We got the line. Of course, Belante, you got us losing this week. But I got y'all losing this week too. Facts, Crowley. It's not on just Jalen Hurts. Because you gotta look at the tape, man. Looking at it live, a lot of people are yell at one player.
I ain't heard nobody talk about nobody but Jalen Hurts. Everybody else get a pass but Jalen Hurts, man. Nobody talk about how the pass pro was letting them get killed. No, nobody talk about that. Nobody talk about none of that shit. But Jalen Hurts is what he is, man. Fuck it, man. I'm gonna keep rocking with my dog. I'm rocking with Jalen, man.
I just said the pass block.
It really don't matter.
I said the pass block. I'm blaming the passing game on basically the pass block and the play calling.
Yeah, but the pass blocking, the talk about the pass block is 2 minutes, and the talk about Jalen Hurts is 2 hours. You get what I'm saying? It ain't the same.
Because he's bro. It
ain't the same standard. Bro, they're getting them killed too.
Bro. All right. Look at it like this. Look at it like this. Because I don't know what happened in other fan bases. I could just talk about the Eagles. And the way it is in this fan base, Jalen Hurts is God. He's supposed to make everything happen. They talk about Jesus too. They talk about God, right? So Jalen Hurts, if he does right, they got to find a flaw in it because he can't be just okay. The QBR can't be great. He only missed 4 passes. He ran for 2 touchdowns or rushed for 2 touchdowns. He had a passing touchdown as well. He can't do that. It has to be or look like who he's being compared to, and that's just not Jalen Hurts' game. But I do know that Jalen Hurts can make those passes, and it's a reason why he's like that. I wholeheartedly believe that somebody is in his ear and just throw the ball so this many times because Jalen Hurts he wasn't shy of giving his guy a chance, giving AJ Brown, Devontae Smith, Dallas Goedert a chance. He was not this shy. He was not. He was not. And I feel like that, like I said, we could win with him. I feel like that Jalen Hurts is what makes this offense run. Yes, we do have Saquon Barkley. Everybody's on the Saquon Barkley train because of the offensive line that he got the chemistry with. He's his leadership. And then also, y'all looking past the fact that Jalen Hurts is still a threat in the RPO. Jalen Hurts is still a threat, basically, and vice versa. Saquon Barkley, when he does the RPO pass slant to AJ Brown, that's a threat. So I feel like that Jalen Hurts is scrutinized a lot more than any other quarterback in the league. But all I'm asking is for my quarterback to get back to his ways, because I feel like right now that especially those last couple games, the last 2 games, it was like very out of character from him. I think that with this whole blow up with BG, AJ Brown, and Jalen Hurts didn't really say too much. I feel like that this is going to be one of those things that's going to make us better. I don't think that's going to break us, especially because we got leaders in the locker room that we didn't have last season. You got a running back that's basically on the verge to break a record. If he doesn't break the record, I'm not mad at it because I want him for the long haul. Pause. But yeah, that's how I look at it. But we do have two great receivers that we just paid, and I feel like that we got to get them involved. It's no, and then I look at it like this too. I don't even know what I think Jalen Hurts was mic'd up. He looked at Kellen Moore and told in the Jaguars game, he told Kellen Moore, hey, we got to get 6 involved. We got to get 6 involved. And that's basically what happened. And that's when that touchdown happened. So I feel like it got to be a little bit more of that communication. I think it was just a lack of communication, and we can't have that. Even the one thing that AJ Brown said in that presser that got to be wasn't him saying passing. It was the fact that he was like, there's really no conversation after we go 3 and out or anything like that. And you go back to 2023 and Jalen Hurts is looking at the field and nobody's there. Just, they're not having conversations. They got to get back to talking like they were in the beginning of the year. Beginning of the year, they having conversations. They looking at each other. Hey, okay, I see you on that route. What happened here? And they were just doing certain things that they didn't do last year. They got to get back to that, because once you get back to the miscommunication, then all of a sudden it's a stagnant offense, and defense is going to be able to read that. So that's what I'm on. Like, I'm on what AJ Brown said. You got PTSD from 2023. We had a great record, and then it was like downhill from there. No, we got to get back to winning football games, how we win football games. And then in the playoffs, look, it's one and done. So you got to play like that, and you got to play your heart out. And I feel like that Jalen Hurts could do that. But it's up to Jalen Hurts to do that.
Hey, Belante had a question, though.
What do you say? He said both hosts, who is more vital to the success of the team, of your team, O line or D line, in your opinion? The O line. I feel like the O line because this isn't really like we talking about AJ Brown, Saquon Barkley. We talking about Jalen Hurts. We're talking about like if I had to pick one, I say O line. We talk about all these playmakers, all these guys that can, make our team great. But the O line has to hold up in the passing game. The O line has to make a lane for Saquon Barkley to run through, even though he can break tackles and everything like that. But he needs to, he built chemistry with Mekhi Becton. He built chemistry with Lane Dickinson. He building chemistry with the guards and everything like that. That's what I'm saying. That the offensive line has to make this offense move, and they can't, once we are moving, they can't sit up there and hinder us with penalties. That's how I feel. I feel like the offensive line, because I said the offensive line because I know what the defensive line does, especially when you got Breadman just basically cause a havoc, and of course we like hold, but we already know what they do, and then he has to help with the edge and the linebackers, especially they got that help, but the offensive line they number one goal is to make sure QB1 is clean, and then also make lanes for the running back. So I say the offensive line is more key to our success, more vital.
I'll take the D line, man. I think the D line really runs that defense. Obviously our offense hasn't been up to par as everybody's talking about at this moment. So the defense kind of been keeping us in the game. So without the D line, a lot of these games that we've been probably winning would be lost. They've been penetrating. They lead the league in sacks since the bye week 4, technically since week 4. Our game was week. So since week 6, we lead the league in sacks. If I'm not mistaken, pressure rate. And we lead the league in yards allowed per attempt. So I think the D line is really helping. A guy like Zach Bond, a guy like Nakobe Dean, he's keeping them clean. They're letting them move around freely. They're giving them some opportunities to make plays in open field, one-on-one with these guys with the ball in their hands. And it's helping Quinyon Mitchell. It's helping Darius Slay. I mean, I believe it's a key force to what we're doing right now. So I'll take the D line, man. I think the D line really growed a lot since the beginning of the season. They started to gel a lot more than the offensive line. Right now, offensive line, in actuality, for me, isn't playing all that well sometimes. They've had some blunders. They've given us some way more pressures than I would like. It seemed like, I hate to say it, but our offensive line at this point, how sometimes they act, it seems like they only want to run the ball.
Yeah, and you heard Lane and all them go to Nick Sirianni and Kellen Moore and basically told them, "Hey, we need to run the ball," and it felt like they predicted what we were going to do going forward. Whereas though that you should talk to QB1 and whoever's hiking the ball, or whoever's the leader of that team. And I know Lane Johnson maybe is, but we can't. You just can't run the ball, excuse me, but we can't run the ball. We got to mix it up and be a balanced team. I know we're a run first team. I know we are. But we can't just let the defense predict, okay, they're gonna go Saquon, they're gonna go Saquon. I don't want that. And I damn sure don't want Saquon to get hurt. Because then we stuck with Kenneth Gainwell. And then they try stuff in the first quarter and it fails. The two running back sets. They just try stuff. They try to get Jahan Dotson involved and everything like that. I don't want that to happen. Whereas though that we got to rely on people that Jalen Hurts and the offensive line is not comfortable with. They're comfortable with Gainwell, but Gainwell don't really get too many carries. They more use them on passing downs. They use them on passing downs. So what did it say? um, possibly, but they play the Saints, and the Saints really right now don't really got a quarterback. They got I think Rattler.
The Rams don't need Washington.
So the NFC West can have two teams in the playoffs.
No, the Rams still play Seattle, and Seattle only got a game and a half lead on the Rams right now.
So right now the 49ers is out.
If they lose tonight, yes, they done.
Okay.
But if the Rams win tonight, they still play Seattle. They still play the Cardinals.
Mm-hmm.
They still got a chance to win the division. They don't technically need Washington to do anything. Cause they still see. This is the thing. Like they need Seattle to lose 2 games, but they hold the destiny of one of those games. They play them.
Mm.
So if they win that game, they just need one team to show up for them and win, and they win the division if they win out.
Whew. Okay.
So, I mean, they in a spot of you still need a team to do your job, but you only need one team to win. You know what I'm saying? Out of the 4 games that Seattle got left, you need one team to win other than you, and you win the division if you win out.
So you got so you said winning out. So basically they got to play the last game.
Yeah, they're gonna have to play down to the if like say Seattle come out and lose today or this week, and then next week they play the Rams and they lose. Rams would take first place. They probably would have to, if they don't play at the same time on that last Sunday, probably would have to play that game.
Okay.
Because you couldn't lose that game and Seattle win, because Seattle would take the lead back. Because you'll only have a half. They would only get a half a game up. So it's a tough division out there right now, man, for the fight. I mean, the records are horrible. But the scenarios of winning and losing and getting into the playoffs, right now, technically, all 4 teams got opportunity.
So basically, it's the Niners, the Rams,
the Cardinals,
and the Seahawks.
All of them have a chance for the division, is what I'm saying, because they all still play each other. Like the Rams play the Seahawks and the Cardinals in their last 3 games. So obviously Seahawks and Cardinals play the Rams, and I think the Cardinals play the Seahawks again in the last 3. Oh, George Kittle. But Rams lose tonight, and now they need Seattle to lose 3 games, and then you pretty much can call them dead at that point.
Who the Commanders play after the Saints?
Us.
So we're gonna have to do that ourselves. I think the Commanders go. I think the Commanders gonna win that game.
I don't.
Against the Saints?
Oh, Saints.
Yeah.
Probably so, because I don't have too much faith in Spencer Rattler or Jake Hayner beating them. I think they're better teams. With Derek Carr down, I think obviously that's the better team. The Commanders better team. Could they win? I mean, I don't. That's the trick, right? Depending on, because nobody knows which quarterback is playing. You could element of surprise, catch them off guard, but you don't got Taysom Hill. That's the problem I have with them winning the game. It ain't even about Derek Carr, Spencer Rattler, Jake Hayner. But the key to that offense when it's really rolling is Taysom Hill. Yeah. And with him out, I don't know if they can win that game, but it's just not enough over there on offense with all that banged up. I mean, they got talent, but it's all on IR. Rashid Shaheed, IR. Chris Olave, IR. I mean, Derek Carr might miss the rest of the season with a hand injury.
No, he out. He out for the season.
But they ruled it when?
The other day. What was
Now,
that?
he was
Tuesday?
in practice. I talked to some Saints fans. He was in practice trying to do some rehab and stuff to see if he could go. That's why they got him. If you look on the ESPN, they don't have him as out. They got him as questionable.
That ball out. Right.
I don't know why he's still trying to play. I don't know why he would be still trying to figure out how to play. But that's what they said was a report coming out. And the person I talked to, she locked in with the Saints real close. And she said the report was he was in there with the rehab team trying to figure out if there was any way they could bandage him up for him to take the pain and still play. That's why they have him as questionable.
Oh, okay.
He don't want to give up on the team. I respect it to an extent because if you're going to hinder the team by playing, then I prefer you to just sit out. If you can't come out and give full effort, sit out because it doesn't help your team to play like that. So I respect you being a warrior, but you coming out with half your hand taped up or something, that's you liable for fumbles and all types of stuff. Your grip ain't gonna be the same. The spin on the ball might not be the same. It's gonna be a lot of stuff that's gonna be a little off. So
yeah,
if he believes he can play, you know what I mean, and the coaching staff or whatever, obviously you would want to see him practice this week to see what that hand is giving him. But I think ultimately, man, yeah, you can somehow sneak your way back in and win the division, but I don't even think it's worth it at this point. Because how many games do you really get with him with that hand injury like that, playing every week? Obviously, playing probably makes it worse because you gripping the ball, you throwing it, you taking hits, you landing on it. You know, you're gonna keep banging that hand up. And if I was them, I would go ahead and shut him down, complete the season. You know what I mean, with the rookie. Call it a year, man. You know what I mean? Everything happens for a reason. You're not gonna get much. The only person I think they said they have a chance of getting back is Chris Olave at this point. I mean, I just don't see them being competitive. Even if Derek Carr strimps through an injury, I don't see them being competitive.
You know what's so crazy though? First couple games in the season, they were saying, "Oh, Saints is it. They're the best offense in the league." And now look how we talking about them.
They're playing us. Think about how many players they lost in the game with us that haven't returned, bro, since week 3.
Yeah.
They center, guard, Rashid, Chris Olave came back for a couple games, but then he got re-injured. A lot of them guys ain't really been the same since week 3. And you see what happens when a team goes down week 3 with all these injuries, man. And it's sad to watch because they probably could have been a competitive team. But the injury bug has reached up and slapped them all across the football godland. That's why I pray like we stay healthy, man. Like no matter what the criticism of what we're doing right now, the best way to get better is to keep playing. Yeah, the best way to do that is everybody be on the field. Nobody even adding that in. Like Saturday was the 6th game of the season. We played 13 games. It was the 6th game where we played with all 11 starters on offense. I mean, 10 out of the 11 starters on offense. We still haven't really had many games with all the starters on offense yet. But Jalen Hurts, I mean, obviously, I believe he did play 2 good games and 2 bad games, and I don't know what the reason behind the 2 bad games is. But I heard you say like the speaking in his ear, he just needs to stop listening to it at this point because
that's all I'm saying.
But I mean, if he can't do that, I mean, then we gotta figure out a way to win games, and that's gonna be ugly. You know what I mean?
We've been have these last couple games. My whole thing,
like I said, he played 2 good ones and 2 bad ones. Like he did have two really good games. You know what I'm saying? The Rams, and the game before the Rams. What was the game for the Rams? Bengals and Rams. He had really good games. Then the Ravens, it was decent. It wasn't the best game, but Carolina was really, really poor, man. And I think ultimately, once we get fully healthy, man, I think maybe it looks a little different. But I like I told y'all, I like Grant Calcaterra right now in this offense. But it still ain't Dallas Goedert. You feel me? No matter what I like about Grant, it still ain't Dallas. It still ain't the person that Jalen Hurts trusts the most. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He is the safety valve. He would the throws that he won't make to other people, he will make to Dallas. He will make that slant, that crosser route, that slant route. He will throw those throws with the anticipation that Goddard is going to get the first down. Goddard is going to make a play. So, I think we got to get healthy because we were just talking about a team, that's really banged up. Oh, Matthew. See, like that's the type of right there. Perfect example of why you don't want a guy on the field that's going to hinder. He should have made that play, but he got a club on his hand.
Yeah.
He got a big club on his hand. See? Easy catch. Easy catch. But he got a club. He couldn't corral the ball properly. He tried to club it. The club didn't work like a hand. It's stuff like that, man. Like, yeah, I'm glad you're on the field. Can you still catch the ball? Because that's an interception he didn't really play last year. The year before last, he would have made that interception, bro. That would have been going the other way. That was Ufunga. That's an interception. Yeah.
No, I've seen that.
But I'm just saying, think about him in 2022. He was catching those. But you got injured in 23, and now you playing through an injury. You can't catch the ball for shit. That's another damn team right there. Look out, 49ers. Banged up at every damn position.
Oh yeah, they done at every position.
Fried. And now what I don't want my team to do is exactly what they're doing right now. Force feed. Deebo Samuel came out and said he's not getting the opportunities. I don't watch y'all run 12 plays, and I done seen 7 of them go to Deebo.
I've seen 6, so not 7.
Well, the 7th one was that run right there.
Okay.
So it's like, come on, bro. That's what I don't want the Eagles to come out and do this week. Because
what I did like?
That's what Pittsburgh is anticipating.
You know what I didn't like about this whole situation that happened?
8 plays.
Yeah. You know what I didn't like? The fact that they made AJ out to be the bad guy. When AJ all year basically was rooting for Saquon. He was basically happy that, he came on the mic and said, "Hey, I want you to put the cape on. You need to put that Superman cape on." And he did. When him and I think Saquon was ahead of him, he was running right behind him when he scored the touchdown. I forgot who it was against, and he was rooting for him. He was hyped. They call him selfish. They call him.
My only problem, DV, is 3 weeks consecutively they have asked you that same question.
They want something. They need.
Look, that's what I'm saying though. You ducked it. You answered it professionally. You laughed at him. Last week, he just said, he laughed. And they said, "What you laughing for?" He said, "Nothing, man. Y'all just persistent. It's the 3rd week you've asked me this in a row."
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then finally, you let them get the best of you in Carolina. That was my only gripe, dog. That was my only gripe. I was like, dang, AJ, you've been ducking these fools. You've been not giving them nothing all season. They've been asking for this. And right now you like pass it. And it wasn't the fact that he said pass it. It was the follow-up from Brandon Graham that really blowed it. Like I told you, bro, before we started the show, if Brandon Graham don't say nothing, if there's no follow-up by Brandon, we're not even talking about this today.
But see, to an extent, I understand why Brandon did what he did, even though I know it was wrong. Like I said, that was an L for Brandon Graham. That's my guy, but I understand why he did it because he had so much high hopes for this year. He's the only one when we were 2-2 during the bye, after the bye, he was sitting up there saying, "Look, man, we working," and giving people hope. And I understand why he said it because right now with the whole passing thing, and then whatever um, everybody else was talking about on the radio or fans, things like that, bro. Like we don't need the same debacle that we had before. So we want to get back to the main goal, and that's the Super Bowl.
Hey,
So
Jigga, he
I kind of
wasn't
understood
wrong.
it.
He wasn't wrong for what he said. But he was in an extent because yes, we all know the last two games, the passing game has been underwhelming.
Mm-hmm.
But you also know, as AJ Brown, how the media works because you said it to their face yesterday. I knew y'all was gonna spin it. I knew how it was gonna play out. I made a mistake. But last year, what did he say? Man, I don't speak in emotional moments because I say things and then I have to walk it back. It was just like, to me, if he had said, man, we need to execute the passing game better, man, on all aspects, he would have gave a little explanation. You'd have been like, okay, cool. He put it on everybody. When you come out with a one word and say passing, and you already know the media, the critics, the analysts, whatever you want to call them, are waiting for the fuel to the fire to do what they want to do. You just can't give them that. You know what I mean? You just can't. You can't give them that at any point because they looking to throw flames on the Eagles, bro. They want us to burn out. You see, people entertaining Michael Parsons today. Bro, do you think he want to see us win? Do you think he want to see us be productive? You think he got our best interests at heart because he say he friends with a couple guys on the team? At the end of the day, he's another NFL player playing for a Super Bowl. He don't want to see the dude in his division win a chip. He don't want to see the dude that he cool with win a chip. Because guess what? Most likely, if we friends, when we hang out, those are going to be laughing points. We going to talk about that. We going to roast you a little bit. Man, you with Dallas Cowboys, you ain't going to never win a chip. I went to the Eagles. I got a chip. Where your chip at? You know what I mean? And it's like, to me, it's like AJ just got to keep that one close to the chest. You know what I mean? And then Monday morning, when they in that offensive meeting, and is Jeff Stoutland in there? Is Kellen Moore? Is Nick Sirianni? Is Kevin in that room? And you, AJ, Jalen, all y'all in there? Yeah, now it's time to voice it. Now it's time to put it on the table. Now it's time to address the elephant in the room. Hey, bro, look, I know we running the ball. I know we doing our thing. You know what I mean? With the ball, we winning games. But hey, look, if we want to continue to win, we got to get better in this pass game, man. We got to figure out what's going on. But the media don't need that. The media don't need any more fuel to try to burn the Eagles because they looking for that every day. They either burning the Eagles or becoming the Eagle, and you know what I'm saying. I really don't like either one because if Nick Wright wear another Eagles jersey, bro, I am gonna lose my mind.
Here's the thing, right? This is what I think about the team, right? Well, as we stand right now, I feel like that it was conversation that was had in house, but no one was listening. Like they probably agreed on what the person was saying, but nobody was listening because on the field it was the same thing over and over again.
That's what I asked, dude. They told me I was crazy to think that.
But it spilled. It spilled.
That's what it feels like.
That's
he been playing bad for 2 weeks, and the 2 weeks came right after that concussion. Is he still seeing stars out his eyes? Because I don't know. I'm confused, bro. I just don't know. Cause I can't lie. The last 2 weeks I've been looking at Jalen like a little bit like, okay, what's going on? But it's like it's small things. So it's like, to me, I'm like, maybe he just, but it seemed like it's only been that way since the Commanders game. Since halftime of the Commanders game, it seemed like Jalen just been seeing like double vision or something. And listen, concussions can last. We just seen a dude in Miami go to IR for 4 weeks dealing with a concussion. Now listen, if it is concussion, then I completely blame my training staff for having my quarterback on the field with the damn concussion. But hey, listen, if you're on the field, you're in between the white lines, like I just said about all the other people, if you are playing, you need to play to benefit your team and not hinder your team. So if he is out there, he's not playing well because of, let's say, a concussion that he received 2 weeks ago, then that's on Jalen. That's on Jalen Hurts. And that's no disrespect. That's no me mad at y'all for what y'all said. No. That's me agreeing. If Jalen Hurts is out there with an injury that is not permitting him to play football to the best of his ability, and he is hindering this team and this offense, then that's on Jalen, the mistakes he's making there, bro. You know what I mean? You can't really take that back because you are out there on the field, you taking the hikes, you going through practice every week, and if you not feeling some way and you hiding it, then what can we do about that? But hey, look, you making mistakes out there. So now Jalen Hurts is either gonna have to fight back and get it right, or we're gonna have to lean some more on Saquon. But I don't think leaning more on Saquon is the answer to us playing winning football.
I'm looking at it. I'm gonna take the devil's advocate part of it, right?
I didn't take any side. I said if he is.
No. I know what you said, but the whole thing is, we got to ask ourselves, Doomsday, for your question. The last couple weeks that you see of Jalen Hurts, would you rather that Jalen Hurts, or would you rather Kenny Pickett play those games?
I'm taking Jalen, but like I said, I'm taking Jalen, but also I'm gonna blame Jalen for being out on the field in that condition. But I would prefer 80% Jalen than 100% Kenny.
See, I know it's different from basketball because here, well, in Philadelphia, you got family, you've been up here. AI played with a lot of injuries, man. And I know concussion is nothing to play with, especially in football. But if the staff thought like, okay, well, he can still play, with this concussion or the mild concussion or whatever it was.
What if he's not telling them though? That's what I'm saying. That's my opinion. If he does have a concussion, he hasn't disclosed it.
No, I'm just saying that if the staff says that he can play with it, then we can't stop that. I'm not saying that.
If he beat him, he made his way on the field and he figured out a way to not be concussion protocol.
You going in and out.
I am?
Yeah. Yeah, it's like you sound like a robot to me.
Let me see.
But yeah, like I said, Jalen Hurts is going to get it together. I think that the passing game is going to get it together. It don't have to be 400 yards. It don't have to be 350, 3 touchdowns, passing touchdowns, but it just has to be included. That's what offense is. The offense needs to be included. But overall, man, I think that this offense needs to step it up in the first quarter. I heard what Smitty said in the beginning of the show. I feel like that first quarter needs to be especially to set the tone. Set the tone.
When the last time we've been a good first quarter team? Quick, just real question. Oh, where did TV go? Hey, can anybody look that up? When the last time we was a good first quarter team? I just want to know because we've been a bad first quarter team for some time. Yo,
I think we're good now. Yeah, I'm here.
we've been a good first quarter team though. I know people be saying that, but when the last time we've been a good first quarter team?
But that's the thing, right? Like, you know, with the
Not Jigga first quarter. We wasn't even in 22. We wasn't a first quarter team. It was a second quarter team.
Expectations, though. The expectations, like with all this firepower and everything like that, we should be able to at least score 7 points in the first quarter.
No, I'm just asking. No.
I'm not saying
I'm not disagreeing with you, DV. I'm just asking when the last time we've been like a first quarter team where we was like hitting people in the face. Because I can't really remember in my head like at this moment when the last time we was really punching on people. Like I agree, 7 points is not much to ask for. It's not a tall task to say, hey, look, give me 7 points every first quarter. That's not a tall task. But I'm just asking when the last time we really was like dominating the first quarter. I can't remember. Was it? Damn, it had to be a minute ago then. If I can't remember, I'm pretty good at remembering.
Right.
We do need to do better in the first quarter, though. We need to do better in the first drive. Not just the first quarter.
That's what I was saying. That
we need to sustain some shit because our defense going off out when they take the ball. Our defense coming out standing up, and then we come out 3 and out. It's like what?
Like, I like when our defense, when not our defense, when we win a toss and we defer, and our defense is on the field first. I like that. I don't like right now when our offense is first. And that's the problem for me because I feel like that our offense is better than what we've been displaying. And it's not just on one player, it's on everybody. Hey Jigga, I said that yesterday. You weren't there, but I said Jake not doing the kickoffs and everything like that, even though Brandon Mann is great. Don't get me wrong. Like he, you know,
Jake said it. Jake said it don't affect him.
Job, and Jake
said we don't understand. That's what he said.
I'm not going.
You heard Jake today, right?
I was going.
You hear what Jake said today? He said, y'all are regular civilians. Y'all don't understand what's really going on. Those don't affect whether I can make field goals or not. He said he just got to do a better assessing. The kicks. I don't know if the kickoff is really affecting him, but I do know it probably helps you keep your leg warm. But he kicking most of the game anyways. I mean, he's standing over there on the sideline with a tee. He kicking most of the game. Something is off with Jake, man. It ain't got nothing to do with them kickoffs. That man is 0 for 5 right now for 50.
I think I don't
want to give up on Jake, but I need him to just get it right.
Like I said yesterday, you got the Falcons kicker. You got him having an awful year. You got an Asian kicker in Atlanta. Yeah, Tucker having an awful year. The Asian kicker in Atlanta, he's having an awful year. And I'm like, yo, like, you know, not to be stereotypic, but come on now. We know that you should be nailing them. Period. There's other kickers that's not having great years, and yes, you want Jake to, you know, show up, especially because we paid him, but at the same time, bro, you know, the Chiefs won off of a doink, and I was pissed off at it because I'm like, yo, like, if one of Jake's kicks was like a doink, then we wouldn't be really having this conversation about it being close of a game with the Panthers. We wouldn't be having that conversation, but it did.
It's a couple plays I want to have back from that game though. Like even the free blitzer
Of
they
course.
gave up when AJ Brown ran free and Jalen Hurts was finna throw it, but he gets sacked. Like it's a lot of plays. Like I feel like it's we two blocks away in that game from blowing them out.
But that's what I'm saying. That I don't think, like everybody's saying,
I
"Oh,
don't
this
know
is
if
a trap
your
game." I don't think
video
it's a
glitchy for
trap game.
them. Your video glitchy for me.
Me?
Yeah, you pixeled out.
I'll be back.
Hey, chat, tell me
I'll
if
be
you
back.
pixeled out. Okay. Yeah, general around the league, Jigga. Special teams has been performing bad, but Jake Elliott to me just hasn't been himself this year. A few guys of that sort, but I need to see improvement, man. I asked for it from everybody, so I need to see it from Jake too. Improvement. But we had a crucial point in the season, man, where right now is crucial to get everything wrinkled out. You don't want to go into the playoffs, backwards. You want to come into playoffs playing your best football, and we could be playing better. We could be playing better for sure. I think we'll figure it out. Probably a little bit of everything. It revolves around not playing well. We're gonna get that, but the defense right now is the best part of this because they are holding up. They are keeping us in games. They're allowing us to really maintain and win some of these things. So we're gonna see where it goes. Jake got to do better though, man. Jake can't be missing these because I might have to call Jason, man, and get Jason out here to scare that boy up a little bit because yeah, he ain't playing his best ball right now, man. 0 for 5 from 50 to me ain't Jake when Jake went 7 for 8 last year for 50. Just ain't me. But we at that point, man. We got to figure it out. I don't want to move off Jake. I don't want to get rid of Jake. Let him go nowhere. But I do want to see the improvements, man. You got to see the improvements for him to be better, for him to be able to, show up and perform and still be a part of this team and still be, Jake the Snake, who we believed in for years, who's hit some crucial field goals for this team. Moving forward, we just got to see some. You got to see some improvement, and we got to see better. I believe Jake can do that. He said he don't get in his head. He don't worry about the outcome of the last kick. He moved forward, kick to kick. So let's see if this week he can make some of those kicks. He's not only missing field goals, he makes extra points and everything. So to me, it's a confidence thing. He's overcompensating for the misses he's accumulated over the year, just trying to make the best picks. So, and he's not doing that.
I think Jake.
Oh, Saquon was mic'd up?
Yeah, he was mic'd up. Him and somebody else.
They just dropped it. They only got Saquon.
Yeah. No, it was Saquon.
I'm looking at it. They just dropped it. They only got Saquon on there, but maybe somebody else. I thought Quinyon was mic'd up too.
Yeah, Quinyon. I think it was Quinyon. It was Quinyon and Saquon.
They don't got him on the bench. Maybe they didn't use it. I don't know.
But yeah, Jake's still going to be on this team. They still going to trust in him. You heard Michael Clay say that he's still trusting him. Saquon, I love the fact that even after the miss, he was like, "Yo, keep your head up," You got this, basically. And he was
Next
that leader
Thursday,
for
Broncos,
yeah,
Chargers. Well, no, I thought
I'm
Thursday.
happy.
I thought Thursday night games end soon.
Yeah, that I ain't gonna watch that game.
That's gonna be a good game. That's a fight for a playoff spot.
You know, listen, you know I'm lying though. Look, I'm lying
I'm
because
watching
I
any
watch
football on
football.
the TV screen. Look, because
I watch football.
Guess what? I remember. We both should remember times when we sit up here trying to figure out content for the summertime because it ain't much going on.
Right.
I need a little bit of football. I mean, hey, look, it's almost over with too, man. It's been a good season though. I can't do too much complaining.
Yo, so I heard like up here, I heard that like in 8 years they was talking about the link being a dome to host Super Bowls.
I'm against it.
I am too.
I'm against it. Keep them in the element.
But you don't want to host. So that's how where I'm at with it. But a lot of people
Super Bowl. I don't give a damn about hosting no Super Bowls.
As of right now,
you know who care about hosting Super Bowls?
See what's going on.
Jeffrey Lurie. That's who care about hosting Super Bowls, not me.
Yeah, he just came up. He just came up too off his investment with the Eagles. He just came up.
Decently came up too.
But you see what's going on in the city, man. In the city right now, they just passed the first step of us of the Sixers being downtown. So they try to make money.
I don't like that. They try to make Philly a business. I don't like that. I damn sure
don't either. I don't think I'm going to any Sixers game anytime. If they go down there, when they go down there, I am not going to that many Sixers game, man. I'm a root from afar.
I'm like, why didn't they just renovate the stadium they got? They could have did just
because they want that.
I know my college football team ain't relevant to NBA, but like my college team did this year, they took the loss in ticket sales while they renovated the stadium, but they still shut off parts of the stadium, renovate, shut off other parts of the stadium, renovate, and next year we'll be full capacity, no renovations. So they took that initiative. I thought that's what the Sixers should have did. Take a little bit of the losses in sales, but renovate the stadium you have is in the perfect spot. I guess it was either move or go to Jersey, I guess, nobody was with that shit.
No.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
He need to go be a commander. Wow, these boys stink.
Mm-hmm.
They stink.
Yeah, they do. It's pouring though. It's pouring.
Still stink. They can't run, can't pass.
Suspect.
And CMC is done. Man, y'all ran that man in the
Well, I'm not happy about it. And that's what I don't want us to do with Saquon.
Yeah, but
I don't want that to happen.
It's a stat that plays in our favor as far as the difference between us and them with the carries, right? Saquon has the most carries where he gains 10 plus yards without being touched.
Yeah.
I think it was something crazy too.
So
it was a good little bit too.
So Jason Kelce was on the radio this morning, and he was basically saying how he wanted Saquon Barkley to break the record because he's selfish. But How do you feel about it? You think he breaks the record, or do you think that he gets close but don't break the record because we sit out players?
I think it's two sides to this story, right? The first side of the story, if Detroit so happens to drop a game here in the next 1 or 2 games, he'll break the record because we'll play week 18 in hopes of Detroit losing. But if Detroit goes into, let's say, week 18 and they haven't lost a game, or if they have go into the last 2 games and they haven't lost a game, I don't think he'll break it. I think we'll sit the last week because there's no opportunity to move spots. It doesn't privy, the Philadelphia Eagles staff to put the starters in without opportunity to, move up or move down with a win or a loss. But yeah, if Detroit somehow, let's say, drop that game to the Bills, then yeah, he'll break it.
If he have another 200-yard game, then I'm all for it. If he's just having a little over 100 yards or whatever, then I don't think it's gonna happen.
No, the only reason I say it will is because if they lose, the only way they have to lose a game like this week or next week for us to play week 18 with meaning. You know what I'm saying? Because I believe he can go for 120 yards against every team we're finna play. Every one of them. I don't see one of them. They whatever they say about Pittsburgh, nobody's, most of the teams that they played that they stopped the run against wasn't able to spread them out. So I think we need Detroit to lose a game to get that record.
Speaking of Pittsburgh, right? I just looked at their injury report on Wednesday, not Thursday, but Wednesday. George Pickens did not practice again. I know Mike Tomlin was basically saying he was out. What is your keys to victory against these Steelers?
Take away the run. They're a big run team. They're gonna run heavy. They're built to try to run the ball a lot. So first and foremost, you got to take away Najee Harris. You got to take away the backup. You got to take away Warren, and then be prepared for play action. They're a heavy play action team. They're gonna hit you with a lot of play action. Come up with a lot of those plays where they're gonna hit you over the top. And I mean, obviously, to me, the second thing is be prepared for what they're gonna set up for you, because I'm pretty sure at least the first 2 quarters they're gonna make Jalen Hurts win this game. This is gonna be a game where Jalen Hurts has to win, but we've watched him decimate this team before with the passing game. Him and AJ Brown. So I think, obviously take what the defense give you, which is what I was just saying. Basically, take what the defense give you. They obviously gonna make Jalen Hurts make some plays early in this game to try to take Saquon out of it. So you gotta have to control the line of scrimmage and make some plays, man. But the key to victory, number one key, stop TJ Watt.
I'm gonna say tackling. Tackling is number one. I did not.
Do you think our missed tackles came a lot from McCollum? It felt like he was missing every damn play. I like McCollum too.
I can't say McCollum because McCollum had to come down to miss a tackle.
I think he missed like 4 tackles,
that
if I'm not mistaken, 4 or 5, something like that.
I understand that, but he had to come down to miss a tackle. Whereas though that Hubbard 100 what was it, 30 something yards on us? Like, I don't want Najee Harris to go off like that. That's what I don't want. I don't want him to.
He didn't have 100 rushing yards.
Yeah. Hey,
you sure?
Look at it for yourself.
On 25
I
carries
just
or
seen
something
it.
like that.
Yeah, 100 something yards.
92.
Don't he had 100 yards?
Carries, 26 carries, 90. He had 26 carries for 92 yards.
All right. Well, he was effective though. You know, that was my mistake. Yeah. I thought that he had over 100 something yards.
I did too. When you said it, I'm like, oh, he busts us like that.
But I didn't like it.
No,
because I feel like that we were better than that. Our tackling should have been better than that. He was breaking a lot of tackles. He got a lot of confidence. Well, overall, I think that I think we're gonna bounce back. I think, like I said, all this stuff that blew up off the field and everything like that, on top of now we know where we stand because our leaders talked and spoke. I feel like that this game is gonna be personal. This game is gonna be personal because they're trying to get to the point where they're like, yo, nobody really can mess with us. And I think that, like I said, my bold prediction like yesterday was basically that we was going to score in the first quarter. We was going to score a touchdown in the first quarter. You know, that's basically where I'm at with it. I know Russ is 6-0, Jigga. I know all that, right? I don't like to talk about that because they said the same thing about Lamar Jackson against the NFC. And you see what happened.
Hey man,
Saquon Barkley is 2-0.
Shout out to my boy Travis Hunter, man.
You said Travis Hunter?
Yeah, he won cornerback of the year.
Oh, yeah,
I think the college football having the award ceremony right now at the same time as this Thursday night game.
That's the Thursday night game. So, I gotta see how the main award turn out if they have it. That
it's gonna be Travis. Or you can't help but give it to Travis, bro. Like I know what Genty did, but Travis did it on both sides of the ball. Tell me the last person that played this dynamic and this dominant on both sides of the ball.
Right.
Like I like what Genty did.
You know the Cowboys did they go
level
get
of talent coming. Yeah, I know they do. Man, they better get the hell out of here.
Right.
Hey, somebody told me they believe the Raiders are gonna try to get both of them boys in the first round somehow.
I don't know.
That would be crazy, right?
That's Jigga just asked you a question.
Man, listen. They thought they had the one. Mike McCarthy gonna get fired. Who we gonna replace him with? Bill going to college football. Bill did that. Listen, I know Bill got a record he want to break in the NFL, but he did something noble as hell, dog. You know, he took that job basically in insurance that his son get a head coaching job when he retired.
It's smart as hell. But then
He
also
finna,
you
he
gotta look
finna,
at
he
it the
finna
other way.
build.
Like
He finna build in college football at UNC, bro, with his family.
it in the NFL, he wanted an NFL job, but a lot of people are looking for like the offensive coach. Like Kellen Moore would have got a head coaching job before Bill Belichick
I don't believe so, DB.
next
You know
year.
what I believe? You know what I believe?
Okay.
You know what I believe? The teams that's
What?
offering Bill to come back and
What?
play are rebuild teams, and Bill don't want to go through a rebuild. The teams that he wants to coach for are locked in with their coaches, and they don't want to move off of those coaches. He want a team that he can come in. He don't want to rebuild. If he wanted to rebuild, he would have kept his job in New England. He's trying to come somewhere where he can put a few pieces in place, put his coaching staff in place, and win some games.
Yo, they y'all undefeated, bro.
Man, ain't nobody finna mess with Bill, girl.
This girl go to school there. Bill girl set, bro.
Yeah, she's.
I was just talking to my wife about that. I was like, I'm like, bro, she's like she's keep playing her role. She in the will, bro.
She might already be in the will, brother.
She in the will,
She done
bro.
broke him off something decent. Now, why did I not take George Kittle?
They said, well, oh, he
for
balled
yards. For yards,
Yeah.
I took him for receptions, but I should have took him for both. I should have took Debo for targets.
Yeah, because you know they're gonna force feed him after that.
They only had him at 6, man. That man probably got 6 targets already.
They were saying the same thing about AJ though. They were saying that but the over on AJ receptions and yards.
I low key believe I believe we are. That's just been our thing, but I believe it's a bad idea to come in and force feed. Just let the game come to them. They shutting them boys down right now, man. The Niners are not the same, boy. This is the real definition of Super Bowl hangover.
I love it. The hell with the line. The Niners and the Cowboys is my most hated team. Both of them.
Yeah, but it's no fun when I can't kick their ass in the playoffs. I can't beat them by. I can't beat them by 3 touchdowns. I can't really show you that the 42-19 was fraud as hell.
But it's fun. It's fun when you don't have neither one of them in the playoffs. They can't talk to you about no playoffs or winning or anything like that. They're not in the playoffs.
I don't get to watch the Cowboys flail out this year. Damn, it's no fun.
You are watching them flail out. Like did you see that game?
Man, in the playoffs, like when they go in all hype, it's our year, we go win it this year, then they get punched in the mouth.
It happened earlier this year.
I'm being sarcastic, y'all. I don't give a damn if either one of them make the playoffs, to be honest. I would listen, the 49ers to me, like, I don't want them to miss the playoffs in a selfish way. I really want to punch on them fools. I really don't like I don't like how they bullied us last year, bro. I don't like that shit. Like
the Cowboys, the Cowboys years is normally like a Canelo fight. But this year it was more like prime Mike Tyson. We got him out of there early. That's basically what it was.
No, I need to finish with a broomstick.
I don't know if that happens.
Why?
Because the next time we play them is like what, the second game to last? Yeah. Second game to last.
Yeah.
Second game to last. So
We
what
playing
if
that game. We
the
ain't
Lions,
sitting
because
that
the
game.
Lions just want to
We playing that game.
listen, if the Lions already clinched the first seed,
I think we played them at 1:00 though. They can't clinch until 4:00 that day when they play. So we would play that game in hopes of them losing.
who they play the Bears.
I wouldn't give a damn who they play. You know how I don't think we sit until the last week. I don't think we play the Giants though. That's the truth. I don't think we played the Giants. Win, lose, or draw. I don't think we played the Giants.
So
But
if it's like 29 yards left,
I need the Bills this week, man. I need the Bills this week, man. Now I'm hate watching a little bit. I need the Bills this week, man. I need the Bills this week.
Bills play who?
The Lions.
I think they're gonna bounce back. After that crazy ass game, like they're gonna bounce back, bro. They're gonna bounce back.
Bro, they can't listen. They gotta play all 18, and we do too. They play the Vikings the last week, bro. They lose this week. We play all the way through division. They can't lose to Minnesota.
But also, it depends.
If they lose to Minnesota, bro, they lose the division.
Also,
they lose the division.
Listen. But it also depends on what Minnesota does.
Minnesota, let me see. If they drop a game and then they beat Detroit, yeah, we playing all 18, man. Let's run it, man. I'm with it. Oh, Minnesota got a cake schedule. Oh, kind of. Not really.
That's what I'm saying. It's all about, but it's still like any given Sunday, bro. People play spoiler right now.
They got the Bears this week. That's a dub.
They can possibly
play the Seahawks. Play the Seahawks. That's a dub. Green Bay. That's a struggle game. Lions game. That's a struggle game.
I don't know, bro.
Listen, I need Minnesota to lose. Listen,
they can go 2-2. They can go 2.
I don't even need them to go 2-2. I just need them to go 3-1. They can go 3-1. I'll be cool. I need them.
No, I'm saying they could go 2-2 though.
Yeah, but they go 2-2. That's even better for me. I need them to beat the Lions week 18. I need that. Bills this week, because the Lions don't really have nobody on their schedule other than the Vikings that can pull a little rank. Maybe the Bears, that's a division game. I don't see the 49ers doing nothing to help us out. I just don't see it. And they need to flex that game. That game should be flexed. That's a Sunday night game, Monday night game. Detroit versus the Niners?
Yeah.
It's gonna be interesting down the stretch, man. That's why I said it. That's why I told you I believe if you break it, if you don't break it, how it works out.
Question. Don't the league owe us a prime game?
I don't think we're gonna get another one, bro. We got 2 425s,
so you don't think
and a to be determined. I don't think we get another one.
So do you think that if us and the Commanders win this week,
too late,
the game is meaningful for the
too late to flex it. You gotta flex it right now. You know you gotta flex it 10 days. 10 days.
You do.
That's why I said I don't think we're gonna get a flex.
And that's where the script comes in at.
They would have to flex it. They would have to flex it basically tomorrow to give us the time to really set up for that. This is a boring game, bro. My God.
Yeah, I cut it off.
Yeah, Ash, that's what I'm thinking, man. We gotta win out. I'm watching because I want to see if the Rams wake up at some point in this game. But right now, Stafford 2 for 10 for 11 yards.
Yeah, he ain't gonna get no scrutiny or nothing. He ain't gonna get that.
Like, see, when y'all say this is when y'all talk about Jalen, how Stafford playing right now is what I envision y'all think Jalen playing.
Who y'all?
Not you, but I'm just saying, like, when people say like Jalen not playing good, he not executing the offense. I'm like, no. This is not executing the offense. This is not executing the offense. 2 for 10 for 11 yards. And you almost about to be at
That's a
halftime.
bad average.
Bro, it's a minute and 56
crazy.
seconds left.
For him to beat 2 for 10, 11 yards, yeah, that's crazy.
See, but not you though. Not when I say you. When I say y'all, I'm just speaking like the people that just be like, Jalen not doing this, Jalen not.
Because
this is what I envision. This is what I envision when I listen to them talk. It's like he's not executing the offense. Do you see these other quarterbacks and what they doing? Do you see the outcome?
he ain't got no choice, Miss Ash. He ain't got no choice but to throw 30 times. Come on, man. He ain't got no choice. The running back is not going to do it for him. So he ain't got no choice but to throw 30 times.
They shut down everything though. It ain't nothing open, but this Clamp City around this one. College football over with. Ain't no college football. I gotta watch all the NFL I can, man. Oh, you said you cut the game off, DV?
With Marauders. Yeah, I cut that shit off. I cut that off because I'm like, well, it doesn't really matter. It don't really matter to me. I could watch the highlights if I want to see, who won or whatever, but it don't really mean nothing to me. I want to see like the NFC South is the same way as the NFC West.
No, not really. Because Carolina is eliminated.
The
Bucks.
The Bucks is leading?
Yeah.
Then they just lose?
They leading. But look, the Falcons lost. No, the Bucks won. Falcons lost.
So the Bucks won. Okay.
Yeah, Bucks took the lead this Sunday.
I thought the Falcons were going to be way better than what they are right now, man. I swear
they don't got an identity, bro. They didn't hire. They hired some young staff. They just don't got an identity, man. They trying to figure it out on the fly. It's just not working like that.
Miss Ash, that's crazy because I was thinking the same thing, but a lot of Philadelphia Eagles fans don't want to because they're scared of Todd Bowles.
Why? Why are we scared of Todd Bowles?
Because they listen to WIP, they listen to everybody like national sports media that says that Todd Bowles has Jalen Hurts' number. That's what they say.
I guess. Hold on, DB.
Because even yesterday, King Kincaid, he was basically saying the same thing. He said the head coach for the Carolina Panthers came from the Bucks, and they was basically saying the same thing. Oh, that's why we struggle with them. I'm like, no, that's not why we struggle. We struggled with them because we struggled, not because of them. It was nothing. It's never them. It's never the opposite team. It's always the Eagles. The Eagles is too talented to be beaten without having any weaknesses. And I feel like that, anytime it's close, we either play down to competition or it's no way that we lose these games because a team beat us full strength. And we full strength and nobody can beat us. Nobody. And I'm saying that. I'm staying on it too. Yeah, they are, Miss Ash. They addicted to the negativity. They are.
They thrive off the negative shit.
Yeah, they do, and that's what it is. And I gotta start. I'm guilty of it. I gotta stop listening to the radio on the way to work. I have to. I'm gonna just pop on my music and all that, but I need to stop doing that. I only listen to it like I told them yesterday. Only listen to it because Jason Kelsey is on there. Nick Sirianni on certain days is on there, or certain day is on there, and of course BG. So I'll try to get the insight so I can know what I'm talking about on my recorded videos. But I don't have to listen to them to listen to BG. Like they had little segments. They cut out that segment on YouTube. So yeah, he do, Miss Ash. He does.
Tuesdays and Thursdays.
That's why where you see
Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Yeah, when you see him snapping, when you saw him snapping, yeah, that was Tuesday. And I knew it was gonna blow up. I knew it was gonna blow up when he did it. And that's my guy, but that was a big L for him.
Oh yeah, he said Brandon.
No,
smooth,
so
he said Brandon smooth too.
No. See, y'all looking at it wrong. Like,
that's how you know he upset. That's how you know. But that's how you know when your granddaddy or your uncle upset with you when he hit you with your first name only. He don't call you by your nickname. Yeah, he mad. He upset.
Bro, I don't think it like that. I think that he was just saying Brandon when he was talking to the reporters, but then he was like BG.
Bro, but
corrected himself. I don't think it was
the reporter called him BG, and then Jalen said Brandon.
Yo.
The reporter was like, so how do you feel about BG coming? He was like, Brandon, no, he spoke out of turn. I mean,
y'all not gonna do this, bro.
I said, damn. He was hot. He was upset. He had a little Anna. He said, I ain't never heard him call him Brandon. Bro, you ain't never been at somewhere and you hear somebody call somebody by their first name and you didn't know. Like, we all know BG first name, but you'd be like, I didn't even know his first name. Yeah, that's something serious right there.
See me, I'm the a-hole of my friends group, and I call my friends. Like, if I'm mad with them, I'm calling them by their first name.
Yeah, when I'm hot, okay. Oh yeah, your first name is on. I ain't calling my name. Definitely this display. Oh yeah. No. I'm calling you Jonathan.
Right. Miss Ash, the end of that comment should be different. It should be Jalen is the leader of the team, and I hope that the fans get it. The fans, the media don't have to get it because the media just don't do nothing but talk. The fan base is basically who they gotta convince. They gotta convince the fans.
Better than Jalen Hurts? Where?
Who brought Purdy?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, it's the fans. It's not the media, because the media are gonna do what they do. Like they're gonna want you to listen, so they're gonna go against Jalen Hurts because they know we're gonna be riled up. It's the fan base that's like, we don't believe in him because we listened to this negativity and everything like that. So the fan base has to look at it like, oh, I'm gonna watch with my own eyes. But again, I don't feel like that everybody does.
What are you, Brock Purdy? Brock Purdy. The fuck are you doing, dude?
Look, I don't care what he's
You really
doing,
making
man.
this? You really making this game
Rams.
unwatchable, bro. You really making this game unwatchable, bro.
I want the Rams.
My
I want the Rams
God.
in there.
The Rams can't get nothing going neither, and Matthew Stafford and Brock Purdy are making this game very unwatchable.
I don't care if they kick field goals for the rest of this game. I want the Rams.
Both of them boys only competed like 3 passes. Damn. This is the ugliest game I watched all year. This game stinks. Oh, it's 3-3. My bad. I'm talking about 3-0. Matthew Stafford 3 for 11 for 15 yards. Brock Purdy 9 for 19
yards and a half, bro. 15 yards and a half. But they're gonna give his clout because he won a Super Bowl. Yeah, that's what I was told. If Jalen won a Super Bowl, none of the stuff that we talking about and all that and debating about, none of that stuff would matter because he won a Super Bowl.
It's the truth. If he don't lose to Patrick Mahomes, he's probably one of the most loved quarterbacks in the league right now.
And that's a fact. That's a fact.
Yeah, he had a good game, but having your best game and compared to winning don't matter. You got to win. We get another shot, though. It's up.
Oh no! If we go back to the Super Bowl, we're not losing that one. I guarantee you, we not.
They've only had like a few good games. And Deebo Samuel, what you doing tonight, good brother? 3 catches, 16 yards.
Oh no, no, they was handoffs. Okay.
Huh?
I thought it was more touches than that. I thought there was more touches than that, but
he had 2 carries. He had 2 carries for 3 yards. So total, he got 5 carries, 7 targets for 19 yards in the first half. He won't be a 49er next year. He'll be an LA Charger next year. Deebo Samuel will be an LA Charger next year. Mark what I said.
I like that.
I think they OC are using the best. DV having some trouble over there with the internet, man. Let's see what's going on. Ash, how you doing today, man? I ain't talked to you, sis, you know. Shout out to everybody that's here, man. If you're on the X side, you haven't come to the YouTube side yet, come to the YouTube side. Click the links in the bio. Come over, hit the like, comment, subscribe, so you don't miss any of this good content. Every Thursday. My bad. It used to be Wednesday. Every Thursday, 7 o'clock. We started a little late tonight because I had to go to the doctor's for my shoulder. 7 o'clock, you can catch all your content here, man. All right, DV back. Commercial break. Oh, and you're not lagging no more. Thank God.
Damn, bro. Like, you just going to come at my internet resources like that?
Yeah, bro. Your internet provider need to be slapped.
No, man. It's my damn son, man. He got everything running. I'm going to have to talk to it a little bit. It's all right. Yeah, but hey, Miss Ash, like, because they're losing, they're not talking about that as much as they're talking about AJ Brown. Saying what he said.
You say what now?
Of him, like, you know, Deebo saying that he's not getting the ball. They're not talking about that as much as they talk about AJ Brown saying it.
You want to know why?
Why is that?
Debo is not referred to as a top wide receiver in the league. And his team is also losing.
That's what I'm saying. Because they're losing, they're not going to talk about it.
No, it's twofold though, because people don't look at Debo as a top wide receiver. They say he's a top threat.
Hold on, people like who though?
The critics, they don't say when they talk about receiving threats, they don't talk about Debo Samuel. They believe Debo is a offensive threat. He can do a lot of different things. He's a Swiss Army knife. But they put if you wanted to be honest and really be honest, like when you talk to critics, they would put him in a Taysom Hill role, minus the quarterback. He doesn't run great routes. He's a yak guy.
Yeah.
He's effective when he has the ball in his hand, so you give it to him on handoffs, in the rounds, things of that nature. But he's not a great offensive threat. He's not a great offensive wide receiver. He's a great offensive threat, and he's not even great at
you know who
threat when it's not.
You know who
it's
he,
not 100%.
You know who he remind me of? He remind me of Percy Harvin.
Yeah, a bigger version of Percy. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's who he remind me of.
But Percy ran good routes though.
I'm not saying everything. I'm just saying he remind me of.
But I'm saying like Percy ran good routes. Percy probably would have, to me, the argument Debo used the other day about not getting the ball, to me would have been Percy argument. The teams he was on just wasn't giving him the rock.
Right.
You know what I mean? I think Percy went to a lot of teams that had one options and two options. 1-2 option. He ended up being the third option. You're not really getting the rock to be effective. And then when you were on a team where you were kind of getting the rock with the Vikings, you got hurt 1,000 times.
Do you think that that's the case with Jahan Dotson?
No. I think the case with Jahan is you're the fourth option on a stacked team.
Fifth option.
No, I say fourth in the pass game because I would say AJ probably first option. Smitty is the second option. Dallas Goedert is out, so I won't put him as the third option right now.
Oh,
I'm saying speaking right now. I would take Dallas Goedert out, and I would put Saquon.
That's three.
And then I would put him and Dallas kind of in the same role.
Nope.
him and Grant. Him and Grant in the same kind of role.
Grant Calcaterra. Because if you look at how the offenses ran, they be having Johnny Wilson at wide receiver 3. They be having Britton Covey at wide receiver 3 at times. And then they mix it in with Jahan Dotson. I don't think Jahan Dotson is a focal point.
I'm not saying about where he at for Jalen, because if you tell me to put it in Jalen perspective, then he probably the fifth option. But I'm saying how Kellen is drawing it up. Kellen is drawing it up as him third, fourth option. Jalen draws it up fourth, fifth option.
No. If it's Jalen, then it's fifth, sixth option because Jalen's an option.
Yeah.
Jalen's an option too. So
I would say Jalen is option 4. If you want me to do that, then.
AJ Smitty, Grant Calcaterra is going to be there.
Listen, AJ, Smitty, Jalen, because I'm putting Jalen, then Grant, then Saquon.
That's 5. That's 5, bro. He's 6.
If we gotta, I just said if we gotta add Jalen in, then it changes all the perspective now. I was talking only passing the ball. When I'm looking at the pass,
that's what I'm talking about.
I would put Grant and him kind of in the same role, but Grant has an ability that I don't see Jahan do. Make myself available to the quarterback whenever. Hey man, I know I'm supposed to be running an out route, but I see a defender out there. I'm not going to him. I'm finna stop right here and let Jalen hit me with the ball. Or I'm finna cut back across the field so Jalen can hit me for a touchdown. Jahan not doing that. Jahan running the route over, he kind of looking. All right, he ain't throwing it to me. So that's what put Grant above Jahan. The small things, bro. And I've been saying that for a minute. Jahan has to do the smaller things now. You're not getting the targets. You're not high in the progression rate. You're as we just said, you're between 4 and 6 on a good day. So guess what? You have to do those small things. You have to scramble drill. You have to make yourself open. All the throwing your hands up and doing all the other stuff, no, that's not going to get you the ball. You just have to get open, show them numbers. Jalen rolling out, when Jalen rolling, he's not looking to run most of the time. He's looking for his option. And you got to be the guy to get open. I've watched it, plenty of weeks with other teams where that guy that's not getting the targets, he finds crafty, savvy ways of saying, you know what, with my quarterback in trouble, that's when I'm going to get my opportunity because I'm going to get open. I'm going to beat the defense. I'm going to find a way for him to find me. And when Jahan figures that out, maybe then he'll understand what's going on. But it's a lot of times Jalen is scrolling right. Jahan ran a route up the left side of the field. He's still on the left side of the field. I'm like, Jahan, you have to work your way back. You have to, as coaches would tell you as a wide receiver, you have to turn into a mirror. My quarterback is rolling right. I'm gonna start shifting my route towards where he's at. He can see me. Because guess what? If you stuck on the left hash and the quarterback is looking to the right side of the field, you are no longer in the field of vision standing over there to the left side. Because guess what? More than likely, he's not going to swing his head back to see you.
But who's that on, though? Because he's not
it's a little bit. It's on the receiver, bro. At that point, you see
it's not on the receiver coach.
A little bit, but I've seen other people do it. You know what I mean? I've seen AJ do it. I've seen Smitty do it. I've seen Grant Calcaterra do it. Dallas, on occasion, will find a way to mirror the quarterback if he runs a route where he gets his eyes back to the quarterback and sees he's in trouble. He will adjust. But to me, Jahan just like he's almost like what you said about Jalen. Like, I'm just doing what I'm told. They told me to run a 6 route. I ran the 6. I wasn't open. And I mean, he'll get better. And it could just be youth, bro. You gotta think he's still a young player.
I think it's more so that he didn't really play with too many dual threat quarterbacks. Well, he didn't even play with dual threat quarterback in the league.
And he didn't in college either. The dude at Penn State wasn't dual threat.
No, he wasn't.
Yeah, so I mean, he hasn't probably played with a dual threat, and I haven't looked back at high school, but maybe he's never played with a dual threat. We listen. We had a dynamic player last year in Swift who had never played with a mobile quarterback.
Right.
Guess what? We had problems in the RPO. So I mean, we at that point, man, but. We get to the 2 hour 14-minute mark. It's time for the score predictions, good brother.
I know. Oh, you want me to go first?
I can go first.
All right, go
I'm gonna take this game. Philadelphia Eagles 28. Pittsburgh Steelers 17.
Yo, that was my score, dog. You got
the same score, man. We can take the same score, man. Man.
I said the same score yesterday, 28-17 Eagles by 11. I said that we're gonna hold them under 20. I feel like that, with George Pickens being out, basically, I think that he's not gonna play. Fairmouth, Najee Harris, Russell Wilson. Those 3 guys we gotta look out for. We gotta be able to disrupt Russ timing with everybody. You know, the other receivers, the Mike Williams or whoever, those guys don't really get over 50 yards, especially last game they didn't against the Browns. Yeah, we just gotta do our job and cover our box, as Jalen will say, but on defense, you know, I want Jalen Carter to be disruptive as he could be. You know, look at it as a challenge, being on the opposite side of TJ Watt and being able to be disruptive and causing a lot of sacks for Russ, you know, on Russ. Pause. But yeah, I'm gonna say 28-17. That's my safe. That's the safe zone. Last week y'all got me. I think it was Jigga. There was a couple of people last week, and I said 41-15 Eagles against the Panthers, and I'm like, I shouldn't have said that. So I'm being realistic. 28-17.
Yeah. Man, so what you got coming for the people this week, man?
Kind of like more of a intel of why I think the Eagles is going to win the game. That's about it. Because Sunday, that's when, you know, right after the game, we're going to be live. So, you know, that might come out Saturday. That recorded video. That's about it.
Yeah, I think I got one dropping Saturday too. Obviously the shakedown Saturday. But yeah, working on a new venture, man, with somebody I respect in this game. So hopefully things work out the way it should, and I'll be dropping stuff for y'all soon. Final words for you, brother.
Look, man, all the nonsense that happened this week and everything like that did it. You know, we moving on to the Steelers. Business as usual. Hopefully we go 1-0 this week and the weeks to come. As always, go Birds, fly, Eagles fly, and thank y'all for rocking with us.
Yeah, man. We got a defensive task coming against us, man. Against how will we respond? It will be noted how we respond from this one. Everybody's watching, no matter if it's prime time or not. Everybody's tuned in for what the Eagles will be bringing Sunday. So tune in, tap in, stay in touch with the people, man. We here, man. So till next time, man. Appreciate all y'all for being here. Love y'all, man. And it's the place you can catch the best 2 hours of Eagle football every week. Peace, love, hair grease, all the good stuff, man.
Hair grease. Yeah. That's funny. I ain't hear that in a while.
We out!
Yo, what's going on, everybody, man? It's your boy King DV, and I'm with my co-host Liddy. What's going on, bro?
Man, it's love, man.
Hey, y'all know the name of the mother game. Last minute, let's go. Hey, it don't take too much, man. I said, get this while it's hot.